So there's a couple songs on the album that kind of shocked me when I heard them. I Was Born to Love You, Carolina County Bail, Carolina County Ball. Not normal melodic rock songs. So what was the thought process in choosing those?
I mean, yeah, the same thing. Queen. It is very related to my career. Is very related to my life. And I was doing many times Queen cover songs, and I was doing Queen cover shows. I was doing Queen covers with orchestra and many things related with Queen, and also working in some of the Brian May's Foundation, helping animals in extinction, doing a couple of songs. So I say, okay, I'm gonna play. I want to play a Queen song, but not the typical thing, you know. And I know I heard that the people will expect like more Tie Your Mother Down, or like Headlong and that kind of more rocky songs. But I said, okay, we're gonna try with the Freddie's because this is an original Freddie solo song from his solo album, Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay.
And then it was rearranged by Queen after he died for the Made in Heaven album. So I thought it would be a good idea to do it. It's a kind of a positive vibe song, as usual with Freddie, and I loved it to do it. And with the Elf, it was pretty obvious for me because I really wanted to do a Dio song, but I don't want it to do a Rainbow Dio solo career. So for me, it was pretty obvious to make an Elf, and then because as well because of I really love Dio on that pre-Rainbow era. For me, it was more a complete singer, more colorful, more melodic. So I really wanted to go in that way.
Very cool. Now, I had a question that popped into my head when you were talking about Queen. Have you done, because I know Jeff Scott Soto's done Queen tribute shows. Have you ever done anything with him as far as Queen goes?
No, with him. We did a show together recently in Bulgaria, but it was more like classic rock songs from Deep Purple and that kind of things.
Okay.
He's a good friend of mine, but we never did anything together. I know he's doing mostly in Latin America, I think. Now, and I do the same thing, but mostly in Russia and then the most eastern side of Europe with an orchestra, which is a kind of a different thing. But I would love to do something with him. He's a great, it's one of my heroes.
How do we get you over here to do shows like that instead of, Russia and all this? How do we get Ronnie Romero to the States?
I mean, I will be there with Michael Schenker in fall this year.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing the American tour together. This is gonna be September, October, November, around all the country, around 30 dates. So it's I will be there. I think it's gonna be my first American tour, so I will be happy to be there.
Very cool. I did not know that Indianapolis on that list, because I would have thought I think so.
Heard. I mean, there is a lot of shows. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of shows. There's probably around 30 shows. So for sure, we're gonna cover as much as possible.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. I might be messaging you to meet up.
Yeah, of course.
All right. One of the songs that I cranked up on the album was Voices. I really dug that song. Can you talk about that one?
Yeah, I really wanted to pay tribute to Russ, and also not just because he wrote a couple of songs for Rainbow, or a couple of songs that Rainbow covered, because those songs were not originally wrote for Rainbow, Since You've Been Gone and I Surrender. And then because also I met him once. He was a guest musician for a Rainbow show in 2017. So we played together, and I really wanted to pay tribute to him and to show to the people that he's not just a songwriter, pop musician, but also a very rock musician. So I really wanted to bring his song more in the rock side, so that people can say, okay, Russ Ballard is a great songwriter, because when you have a great song, doesn't matter the style you play. If the song is great, it's gonna sound great in any style. So that's why I didn't want to make the Russ Ballard song, but not the typical, like, as I told you, since you've been gone or I Surrender. but something different, and I really love the voices.
Yeah, they're all great songs. I mean, I highly recommend the album for anybody. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a cover album," but
Yeah.
it's not a cover album. It's a Ronnie Romero album. So what is next for you for the rest of 2022? We just had Magnus Carlsen on the show a few weeks ago. Will you be out touring with the Ferrymen at all?
No, the Ferryman is not a touring band. It's just
Okay.
a studio project. But we're gonna release the new album from Sandstorm. I think it's gonna be end of the summer.
Cool.
The album is already recorded. And then just a tour with Michael Schenker. We're gonna make some summer festivals, and then the American tour, and then probably going to Japan.
It was my very next question was, is there any new Sunstorm in the work? So instead of talking, yeah, so instead of me asking that, I'm going to ask you about your working relationship with Alessandro. His name comes up like in every interview, but you guys put some great rock together on that last Sunstorm album.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented musician. He's a great songwriter, and it's very easy to work with him because he's so a clear mind that we need to do this and this and this. So it's very easy to work with him, and I love it. Actually, we met a couple of days until yesterday. We were shooting the video clips for the new album of Sandstorm. So it's a pleasure to work with him every time.
Yeah, I mean, I had him on the show twice. Once for Sunstorm and once for Edge of Forever, unless you can't see it, probably back there. There's a Edge of Forever autographed CD he sent me, which was very cool and very nice of him to do that all the way from the other side of the planet.
Yeah. I mean, it's a so talented musician. I mean, and he can play every instrument. That's the funny part, because it's funny how when we work together and he put the demo of the song together and he plays all the instruments on the demo. And then he sent the demo for the musicians to record. It's like this already sounds as a record, So why you need me to record this,
Yeah, I've heard that before about him.
He's so talented. So talented.
All right. Well, before I let you go, we have a little segment. It's called Rapid Rocker Response, where I'm just going to read off some random questions to you. Nothing to do with music, nothing to do specifically about you, just to see what your first answer is to some of these stupid questions that pop up.
Okay.
All right, first one. What is your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, without pineapple. Any pizza without pineapple.
Sounds like me. My daughter loves pineapple and pepperoni. I'm like, why?
No.
What is your favorite drink?
Beer, Guinness, or any red wine.
Is that on your what do they call that list that you guys submit for a show? Your retainer, or you're not your retainer?
Mostly there must be a red wine bottle in my dressing room.
Okay. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Tell me why blue. Is there a reason for that, or just?
Yeah, it's the color of the jersey of my soccer team in Chile.
All right, there you go. Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah. We are very passionate about soccer inside.
Yeah. Hey, no problem there. What's the last thing that you watched on TV?
Netflix. I'm watching the Umbrella Academy.
Okay. There. See, this is what the kind of stuff we like to know about you guys. Where do you go when you want to be alone? Where's your quiet space?
Home. But I'm never alone because I don't like to be alone. I don't like it.
Okay.
I've been traveling so many years and I was alone in hotels, and I don't like that life. I really love to be at home with my fiance and with my dogs and everything. So it's like, this is my perfect peaceful place. Home with my dogs and my fiance.
Yeah, that's awesome. What habits hold you back the most?
Hold me back?
Yeah. Is there something that you wish you could kick? Like some people smoking, some people's drinking.
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of I'm very problematic on tours with that, because I hate the tobacco. I hate the smell. So the most of the time the crews they smoke a lot, and for me it's terrible.
Yeah.
And also, I would say I don't like to eat in front of a lot of people, mostly when you are on tour and you don't have any other option that just to grab some sandwiches and everybody's there watching you. And I hate that.
So you take it and smuggle it into the bathroom and eat in privacy.
Yeah, most of the time.
All right, last question. What chore about touring or recording do you absolutely despise doing? What do you hate the most about your career?
But to be out of home. That's the only thing that I don't like. I love my job, and I love to be touring, and I love to meet people and to be everywhere. I love to visit many countries, and I think as musicians we need to feel, we must feel grateful to have the chance to travel around the world, mostly for free or getting paid.
Yeah, it's a good gig if you can get it.
And most of the people is traveling and spending money. We are getting money for traveling, and but I don't like to be out of my home. I miss my family, and I miss my dogs, and I really miss my fiance and my life here. The most. So when it's like 2 days, 3 days off, I can do it, but then 2 weeks, a month is too much for me.
So when you're over here in the States, that's gonna be painful for you.
Actually, my fiance, she's joining me.
Oh, okay, there you
go. Because if not, it's gonna be very complicated.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, great album, great voice. I highly recommend everybody picking up the Raised on Radio CD from Ronnie Romero. They can follow you on Instagram at RO_CK_NNIE and on Facebook at Ronnie Romero Official. Ronnie, thanks for taking some time and talking with me and the listeners of Back to the Arena.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And best of luck, and hopefully we can catch you here in Indianapolis out this fall.
Let's do it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.